Okay, so today is going to be kind of like an at-home Cindy, half Cindy kind of workout. So it's going to be a 10-minute AMRAP of 5 bent over rows, 10 push-ups, and 15 kettlebell swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can replace the swings with squats and make it very Cindy-like. I think we're squatting tomorrow, though, so I wanted today to be swings.
Okay.
If I recall correctly. I want it to be like really fast paced. So like a really good Cindy. If you remember, Cindy is 20 minutes of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. A really good Cindy, I would say, is anything above 20 rounds of that. So basically around a minute.
Yeah.
So this is only half the duration, 10 minutes. So like I want to scale it to where you can get like 10 rounds in, hopefully. So that means there's not going to be much of any rest in between. It's going to be fairly unbroken. And we'll see what we can go with that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. So, of course, we got to warm up first. So let's start with some good old squats. Oh. Get everything moving. A few sit-ups. So not being able to use barbells for the last, I don't know how long, 5 months, I'm noticing that my quads are getting smaller. I'm totally losing some muscle without the barbell. Give me a few push-ups. Just a few. We're going to do plenty in the workout. I'm going to do mine a little bit slower just to wake things up a little bit.
How many are we doing in the workout?
We're doing 10 every round. And ideally, we do 10 rounds, maybe. So 100, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. That's plan A. Give me some arm swings. Ooh, my shoulders are a little sore from yesterday.
What was yesterday?
Involves some heavy kettlebell clean and jerks.
Oh, okay.
Twice the amount of jerks as cleans. All right. Go ahead and pop a squat again. Kind of lean one way or the other. Okay. Do you have a kettlebell nearby?
Yeah.
All right, just give me a few swings. Again, we're going to be doing plenty of these in the workout, but just to kind of warm it up a little bit. Okay. So I got my pillow for my kettlebell. So, 10-minute AMRAP, 5 bent over rows, 10 push-ups, 15 swings. Let's talk about different ways we can do this. So for the bent over row, if you're doing it with a kettlebell, like I'm going to do it, I'm going to actually hold it with my palms facing out. So I'm going to get right over it. I'm going to sit those hips back, keep my chest up, grab hold, and I'm just going to pull it to my belly button, pull my shoulder blades back, and bring it back down. Okay? If you're using a barbell, let's see. Let's just pretend that the stretchy band is a barbell, right? I want you to keep the bar right in front of your knees like so. Again, the big thing is to keep your back straight. If your back isn't straight, then there's no point in doing this. And you're going to keep your elbows fairly close as well. And you're going to bring the bar up like so. You can do this with your palms facing out too. If you want to get a little bit more bicep in there, that's also a fine option. And if you're going to do it with, say, 2 kettlebells or 2 dumbbells, just, have one in each hand, same position, and just pull it up. Super simple. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay. Push-ups. So whenever I do Cindy or workout like Cindy, like this, where it's going to be fairly short rounds of like a minute or so, and 10 push-ups every minute, the push-ups are usually the limiting factor and the ones that slow me down the most. So if you can't do them unbroken, then I would suggest doing 6 and 4. In other words, do 6, take a knee for, a couple seconds, and then do 4. Because for me, it's very mental. If I stop at 5, I'm like, oh, I still have just as much work in front of me as I did behind me. But if I stop at 6, I'm like, oh, I only have 4 more. It's very mental. It's a trick I've been using for a long time for Cindy, and it always works well for me.
Okay.
Obviously, do what you can there. And 15 swings is 15 swings. We do swings all the time. Pacing is going to be important here. You want to work harder. You're going to have to work harder than you want to. You're going to want to slow down a little bit. But it's only 10 minutes. 10 minutes isn't that long. And you want to try and keep that pace up fairly consistently throughout the entire thing. You've done Cindy before, you know.
The push-ups are for me.
The push-ups are the hard part, yes. Push-ups are going to be a hard part for me too. I think that's about it. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna, and as best you can, try and keep track of how many rounds you do. I'm gonna try and keep track of myself. I'm just gonna try and keep track in my head. We'll see how that goes. When I do Cindy, I always have to have some kind of round tracking system because 20 minutes is a long time, but 10 minutes hopefully will be okay. All right. Starting with 5 bent over rows, 10 push-ups, 15 swings, repeatedly and with great vigor, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. One round done. when the head gets farther ahead. I was chewing this down, by the way. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Three rounds done. Come on. 4 rounds done. Five rounds done. Pretty grippy, huh? Come on, keep going. Oh. Come on. Six rounds done. Come on. Come on. 7 rounds done. Come on. Eight rounds done. Come on. Come on. Oh, 9 rounds done. We got a minute and a half left. Oh, come on. Oh, 1 minute left. Thirty seconds. 10 rounds done. 20 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and done. All done. That was good.
It was a nice chipper.
Yeah, kept a good pace the whole way through. All the push-ups I've been doing lately paying off. I did all of them unbroken, which normally when I do Cindy, I'll do like the first like 3 maybe unbroken, and then I'll start breaking it down. Although, to be fair, knowing that I'm stopping at 10 minutes really helps a lot. If I know I'm stopping at 10,
10 more, that's it. On the last push-ups.
yeah. Yeah, if we were going to 20 minutes, I'd probably get to minute 5 and be like, let's pace ourselves a little bit. But no, that was really good. I like that workout a lot. Really good movements. All right. In terms of mobility to do for this one, lots of different ways we can go about it, but I'm going to hit the glutes because of the swings. So one of my favorite ones that I do that doesn't work for everybody if you're super mobile, but it works for me because I'm not, is really simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take a seat, I'm going to cross one leg over the other, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this leg a big hug and pull it towards my chest, and that gets right in the side of your glute. I try and get my chest up high so my back doesn't give my glute any slack. And I just hold this here for a little bit. I did. It's good, right?
Yeah.
Nice and simple too. I did lunges on Saturday, and I haven't done a lot of lunges lately. And so I noticed like Saturday evening, I was like, ooh, my butt's sore.
Yeah, I wonder why. Did you do walking lunges or just stationary?
They were walking. Go ahead and switch legs. Yeah, that was the track workout. So we did a little bit of walking. Oh, that side's a lot tighter. Woo!
Yeah, I can't get my foot up this high. It's like really tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that got me really sweaty. That's good. All right, and then all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring my feet together and just press my knees down. Yeah, that was a good one. Very Cindy-esque. I like Cindy, it's a good workout.
The one I hate is Helen.
Helen? I don't mind Helen. Helen's not so bad. We did do it a lot, though.
Yeah. You know what one I really liked is the very first one when I joined through this in March or April.
Yeah.
Went up to 37 of each one.
37 of each one.
What was it? Like we started like 12, then the next day we did 18.
You're talking about the kettlebell progression, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was good. Honestly, you can keep going with that as kind of like an endless progression. Mm-hmm. So what you do for that one is you don't do it nonstop. So it's 3 days a week, and you up the reps by 2 reps every time. Uh-huh. On your off days, you can do any kind of recovery, like a light running or rowing or something, just to get the blood flowing for recovery. Mm-hmm. And then after 4 weeks, you do a kind of a deload week, and you bring the reps back down, not to the beginning, but a little bit above the beginning, and then you build it up again from there. Cool. So every 4 weeks you get a break. So it's a really simple workout. It's a really effective workout. The only problem is really 2 things. One is boredom, right, from lack of variety. Right. And 2 is it gets to be pretty mentally taxing because it's really hard. And you're doing something that's really hard very often. So you have to closely monitor your own fatigue. Uh-huh. And yeah, it could be, ooh. But it's a good simple workout. That's why I programmed it in the beginning. Uh-huh. I had no idea we would be here this long.
I know, it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah. There are guidelines for opening gyms now. Yeah. They're kind of strict, so I think a lot of gyms are going to have a little bit of a rough time getting all the guidelines down.
I haven't looked into every single detail of it, but the basics of it is you can only have 30% of your capacity. Mm-hmm. Everyone must be masked at all times. And there's specific guidelines for ventilation. You need a special kind of ventilation. You know, it's airborne. And I think there's a few other like nitpicky things as well, but it's gonna be interesting. I got an email from Foxcare saying, well, I mean, technically we can open up next week, but we're not going to because we need more time to make sure we're doing these guidelines.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that, you know, you got to have a schedule. I don't think you can overload, you know, like.
Oh, and classes, in order to have classes, you need to be okayed by the local government to have classes. Okay. So that's kind of like on an individual basis.
Oneana?
Yeah, the Oneana, someone from Oneana is going to have to make the decision of, yes, you can have classes or not.
Yeah.
It really depends on the structure of the classes, I think. I know, I don't know what Foxcare is going to do. I don't know if they have the right kind of structure.
Even though it looks like a big space, everything's very together.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're supposed to have 6 feet apart from everybody, any space is going to get real small real fast.
Right. I know Lakeland Activity Center, where I go in Florida, they, you know, 6-foot boxes. Your equipment is there. You don't go get it, anything. They bring it there.
Okay.
You use it, and then you wash it down, wipe it down, and they put it back.
Right. Oh, okay.
No.
Interesting.
So with all these guidelines, but they opened up, my gosh, in May.
Right. So. Yeah. So like a guideline like that at Foxcare, we don't have the manpower to do that.
No. Like
usually it was me and a front desk person for the whole gym. And if you've seen Foxcare, that's a large facility. So that's not going to work.
OSS, you know, the Oneana one on River Street.
Yeah.
The equipment's just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, I'm going to go have a wonderful, wonderful evening, Kathy. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here all week.
I'll see ya.
See you tomorrow.